So this morning I'm reading from 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. And if you have your Bibles with you all ready for worship today, Pastor Amanda is speaking. And I'm sure she's going to flip through some stuff, which is really great. So 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now, like I said before, that is just that's one verse out of a message from the Lord to Solomon. So the historicity of this verse is planted in the time of the building and the completion of the temple. You might recall that David desired to build the temple for the Lord, but God said that no, Solomon, his son, would build it. At 2 Chronicles 7, the temple has been completed, and the sacrifice offerings have already begun. The celebration has already begun. They're already welcoming in the presence of the temple and the presence of God there. And then God speaks to Solomon, and he speaks very plainly in verses 11 through 22. And I want to read all of that this morning so that we get that good context. So starting at 2 Chronicles chapter 7, go back up to verse 11 and let's take it from there. When Solomon had finished the temple of the Lord and the royal palace and had succeeded in carrying out all he had in mind to do in the temple of the Lord and in his own palace, the Lord appeared to him at night and said, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place for myself as a temple of sacrifices. When I shut up the heavens so that there is no rain, or command locusts to devour the land, or send a plague among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open, my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. I have chosen and consecrated this temple so that my name may be there forever. My eyes and my heart will always be there. As for you, if you walk before me as David your father did and do all I command and observe my decrees and laws, I will establish your royal throne as I covenanted with David your father when I said, you shall never fail to have a man to rule over Israel. But if you turn away and forsake the decrees and commands I have given you and go off to serve other gods and worship them, then I will uproot Israel from my land, which I have given them, and will reject this temple I have consecrated for my name, and I will make it a byword and an object of ridicule among all peoples. And though this temple now so imposing, all who pass by will be appalled and say, why has the Lord done such a thing to this land and to this temple? People will answer, because they have forgotten the Lord, the God of their fathers, who brought them out of Egypt, and have embraced other gods, worshiping and serving them, and this is why he brought all this disaster on them. God has chosen this temple as his resting place. And I think it's fascinating right here that even as he's chosen this temple, he already knows. Even as the celebrations are happening, the offerings are being offered, the sacrifices are being offered, he already knows that we are a stiff-necked people,